Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man X3. Now we're ready to start off with Bolt Catfish. Now this stage has a couple of annoying enemies, at least for me. In this beginning part here, you have these laser trip things, which aren't too bad, but sometimes when I try to dash past them, I get clipped, even when I do it the same way every time. I don't really get it. But it's mostly these guys. Like, after you damage them, they put up this annoying shield, which just takes a little while to shoot down. And it just kind of slows you down, and I just rather not deal with them, rather just dash past them. But anyways, coming down here for this elevator, this leads to the second teleporter. I can't remember where the third one is, but it doesn't really matter, because you only have to come here once. And this is an optional area where you can fight Vile early, so that's what we're going to do. Before we do that, we're going to drop some acid, if you know what I mean, while not getting hit. And I also believe that for these elevators, I think if you defeat the boss of the stage first, like if we beat Bolt Catfish, then come here, the elevator would be powered. But since we haven't yet, we have to climb up on our own and get hit by all this random falling crap. But it doesn't really matter because there's a bunch of health along the way. So you just take the hits and just keep going. And I also believe that if you want to be able to fight Vile, you have to do it before you've defeated all 8 bosses. I think if you defeat all 8 without coming here, the teleporter disappears. At least I'm pretty sure it does. So we're just going to do it now anyways. And let's see if I can pull off a certain something during this fight. Let's see how this goes. And in typical Vile fashion, he comes in his mech. Even though he says we're trapped, we came here voluntarily. We're not really trapped. Being destroyed in these games doesn't mean jack shit. I mean, just Zero, Vile, Sigma, it doesn't matter. Anyone gets destroyed, they can come back. It doesn't matter. He says a matter of minutes. He must be talking DBZ time because there's no actual timer right now. 5 minutes means forever. He's gonna keep me busy, so let's see how this goes. If I can keep this pattern up, this is the fight right here. It looks so dumb. I just had to do it, so I find this pretty amusing. It just looks so silly. It's just this guy in a big mech, and he just can't hit this little guy. He just keeps jumping out of the way. He's like, oh, I'm gonna hit you one of these times. Hopefully not. The only other basic strategy would be to just keep going left and right, hitting him as usual, just avoiding when he punches the walls. Oops, I missed a shot there, but I recovered. Sometimes when I miss a shot, it throws my timing off, but we're okay. And gotcha. Alright, now the real fight begins, which really isn't that big of a deal either. I keep falling for that. I need to move out of the way next time. And with the charge up, dash over it, hit him again, and then do this, and rinse and repeat. And that's all it is to this fight. He's really easy right now. If you fight him again later on, I believe he's in a more powered-up mech, but as far as I remember, it's still not that big of a deal. I think he calls it the Super Goliath. I think that's what his original thing is called, the Goliath. And then he has the Super Goliath. Someone can correct me if they know, I don't really care, because we're not going to have to deal with that later anyways. Just like Bit and Bite, I believe he has 2 weaknesses. I can't remember what the other one is. I just know that he's weak to Ray Splasher, so that's what I'm going to use to finish him off. Almost there. It's kind of sad that it's so easy to beat him. He only has 2 attacks. He just fires that, and then he just kicks fire at you. Almost got him. Would have gotten through. Well, I was about to finish him off without using the weapon. Oops. Okay. That would have sucked. Again, his speech would be different if we didn't kill him this way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's not the end, because, like I said before, I've never finished X7, haven't played X8. I believe I've seen a picture of him appearing in there somewhere. Maybe I'm just tripping, I don't know. Blah, blah, blah. He's gonna haunt me till the day I die. He's got a real obsession with X. It's very unhealthy. So he blows up. We're done with him. And now we have to get the hell out of here. A la Super Metroid style. Because he kind of wasn't lying when the place was rigged to blow, it just actually waits for the fight to end. And then once it does, the timer counts down. So we have 50 seconds to get out of here, which is more than enough time. gonna take my time and get this extra life. Oops, mistimed that. So if I time this right, you can kind of kill these things early before. I got it on one of them. If you time it right with like Ray Splasher, you can kill them before they actually go up. It just saves you some time. Again, we gotta climb manually, no big deal, even though we take one to the head. Just a concussion, no big deal. You don't have to worry if you fall down here. There's ground down there. It's not a bottomless pit. There aren't spikes. So if you fall down, it's no big deal. So now that we've taken care of Vile, we won't have to deal with him again later on in the Fortress stages. Just like with Bit and Bite, his boss fight will be replaced by something entirely different now. And I discovered something when I was practicing this. I'm pretty sure in all the times I'd played this game before, I'd never actually defeated all three of them with the proper weapons, at least not in the same game. For Vile, maybe I've used his, but for Bit and Bite, I'm pretty sure I've never beaten both of them in the same game. I've had runs where I've beaten either, runs where I've beaten one of them. In both of those scenarios, you have to fight their combined form thing. Even if the one guy is just solo, he just combines with air to make it anyhow. But the reason why I realized this was because the boss that they get replaced by, I didn't recognize it at all. I don't think I've ever fought it before. So it was kind of cool for me because I had to learn how he worked and what was the best way to approach him. So that was pretty fun. It was just kind of cool to see something new after so long. Here we have the Heart Tank. I'm not sure if they meant for you to have the air dash boots to make this, but you have just enough room to make it with a Mega Jump if you slide down. So you don't need them. I'm just going to take the Ray Splasher out again just because I'm lazy. Skip past this guy. Up here, I'm going to start charging up. Get a Gravity Well ready. Up here we have the capsule. This is the way you're supposed to normally get up here, is with a charged up Gravity Well to raise this. I think you can also make it if you have the boots and the leg chip. I think you can air dash straight up twice and just barely make it, but I'm not certain. I could just be full of shit. I think that's what I read though. But either way, we have the armor upgrade here. It's pretty sweet. It does what you would expect it to do. It reduces your damage by half. But the nice little thing they added was after you take a hit, you get this little defensive barrier that stays up for 5 seconds. And if you get hit during then, the damage will be reduced further. You can't get reduced to less than 1 pixel of damage, I'm pretty sure. But for things that would naturally hurt you for a lot more, it can be a handy thing to have. Especially if maybe you're getting constantly wailed on by a bunch of things, or like one big enemy with a big strong attack. Big strong attack. I don't know why that sounded weird when I said that. It could be pretty handy. Now the mini boss room, which is completely useless because Bit and Bite are both dead. And I was about to say something, a really lame pun, and then I stopped myself because I normally just let it go. But now I'm just gonna tell it to you anyways. I was about to say you could say they bit the dust, and then I realized how stupid that sounded, so I stopped myself. But now I told you anyway, so whatever. You guys should expect this from me by now. Anyways, here I believe again it's called the Kangaroo. It's the same thing that Vile had. If you come in here with a mech, it breaks the floor there because it weighs too much. You come down here, the charge up thing there, it just does that. You have the I keep wanting to say an E-tank because I see an E there, but it's just a sub-tank. Those are two completely different things. And I have to leave it behind, unfortunately, and I'm not going to go up and get another one because I don't really care. I'll just deal with these guys with my weapons. Use this to skip past them all quickly. Just because the Ray Splasher is awesome. And I usually get hit here. Somehow it didn't even trigger. I don't know why, but I'll take it. Hit him with a couple of acid. Hit him with a couple of drops of acid. Oh man, I'm tripping off acid. Alright. Yeah, that downward... That didn't reach at all. That's better. All these enemies are just littered all over the walls and shit. Let's see, where am I? I think I'm almost there. Oh, no. I like to air dash up above this one. Probably should have switched weapons. That's okay. I think we're almost there. We should be at the boss now. Alright, finally. Just seems like it takes longer just because we have to fight Vile first. Let's see, I'm not going to charge up for any of this. His pattern, It's pretty easy. His desperation thing is kind of bullshit though, and I didn't make it under because I'm an idiot. Barely made it past that. The thing you gotta watch out for is not that one, but for when he'll do it eventually. If he'll decide to do it. Why is he not doing it? There we go. That, the only way I know to dodge that is to get up on the wall, so I'm always climbing up the wall preemptively, just in case. Otherwise, you're not gonna have enough time to get up there. Keep sliding under him. So I just keep firing the electric ball, doesn't do shit. He'll start doing his desperation thing soon. And he's gonna do it now. You can tell because he jumps to the center of the room. Now, the only problem I have with this thing is that it's just random. So, unless you have some mad dodging skills, you're probably gonna get hit. And I'd imagine if you're doing some kind of, I don't know, speed run or just like a no-hit, buster-only run or something, that this can be just like the bane of the run, or at least a part, just because of the randomness to it. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Since we have the armor upgraded, it doesn't jack shit for damage to us now anyways. And got him. Alright, not too bad. If you have the special weapon, you can just... He can't get anything off. It's just you can constantly stun him. Even when he tries to do his desperation, you can break through it. Alright. Finally got that taken care of. What's the weapon we... Oh, the weapon we get from him, it has some good uses. As long as you know how to use it. I'll explain once I actually show it off a bit. It's pretty strong, though. Definitely for sure. It's a very strong weapon. But it's kind of weird. You can't spam it. But I'll get into that later when I actually start using it. But alright. One more boss to go. Get another password. Alright, so we got this last boss here. We're gonna go for Crush Crawfish. Alright, so we're in the home stretch now. We only have one stage to go, and then we have to go back to Tunnel Rhino stage to collect the power-ups that we missed. And then we'll be ready for the fortress. But before then, we're gonna get this power-up down here. This is one of my favorite memories I had from back then, because I remember I was just so proud of myself when I discovered this secret. I don't know why. I was just like so surprised when I thought, oh, look at this thing. It looks like you can almost break it, but like, nah, you probably can't go down there. And I was just pleasantly surprised when it's like, oh yeah, you actually can go down there. Anyways, I showed off the kangaroo just a little bit. You got the idea. Last one here is the hawk. H for hawk, aptly named because you can see it flies, it glides, floats, whatever you want to call it. For some reason, it makes you turn away here. I guess maybe so you don't see the horror as it falls all the way down. It's kind of amusing. Come down one, come down two, blast this open. Grab the heart tank. We only have one more to go now. And I'm going to probably take a hit, but I don't really care. Because we're about to dump this thing off in a hole! Which actually has a secret. Blast it open. And we have the last of the enhancement chip capsules. This one should be for the body chip. This one's pretty basic. It just increases your defense more. I'm not sure if it increases your base defense, because it's already being cut by half. At the very least, I know it increases the barrier. The barrier will change to like an orange, reddish color now. And it lasts for the whole 5 seconds, no matter how many times you get hit, I believe. And the damage that it's reducing is even more than before. Hey, that rhymed. Even more than before. Hey, I'm stupid. I don't know. Whatever. But anyways, I am not getting this one either. So, I've passed up all 4. So, and those of you who know this game know what I'm doing, I'm sure. For those of you who don't know, you'll just have to wait and see. Another mini-boss room. Again, that's useless. Hopefully that'll be the last time we have to go through that completely pointless room. Don't go down there. There's no secrets down there. I think after I discovered the capsule one, I started checking all the holes. I think one of the times I was playing, I accidentally got 0 killed. Oops, my bad. I'm pretty sure. I vividly remember doing so and feeling like a complete idiot and having to load. Oh, these... Ah, I didn't jump. These guys are annoying when you shoot. They then go down. You just kind of have to bait them to come back up or use a special weapon. here, we jump on. Toss this one out of my way quickly. This guy, I like to jump over him, shoot from behind. I find that sometimes I feel when I try to kill him with special weapons, for some reason it takes longer. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm going completely insane. I don't know. This dang conveyor belt room. Probably should have switched to a weapon, but oh well. Well, I'm going to now. Yeesh. Here we got a couple of extra lives. Use your drill. Don't need them, but we'll just grab them. Over to the left, I think, are just 2 energy capsules. Don't need them. Not worth the hassle. Pretty interesting room. It's like, whoa, what the hell is this for? I think you have to shoot. Yeah, I don't know where you have to shoot. You just shoot this stupid thing. And all of a sudden, everything gets all topsy-turvy. Now, for the longest time, I was like, whoa, the whole world completely flipped. And then I realized, well, wait a minute, I'm in a ship, aren't I? That's why it turned sideways. This here, I don't think I've shown this off yet. This is... The parasitic bomb can do this to certain enemies. It's like it just attaches a time bomb, and you just kind of have to sit there, because you see it doesn't work for all enemies, only some. So, I don't really like using it. There, I just showed a little bit of the Triad Thunder. Didn't really need to. Didn't really mean to, but whatever, I just switched to it and used it. For Crushed Crawfish, we're going to get some charge up going. This will be a fight where I am going to use charge ups. This one, his pattern is so... You can so manipulate this guy into doing jack shit for the fight. Just gotta get him positioned right initially. Take a sec. Should be good now. Now he's just gonna try to do this all day long. If I just keep staying up on the wall, just keep jumping when those things grab you. Just let him grab you. Because then he'll just try to use his claw upwards because you're still on the wall. And then you fire left because you're an idiot. And you can just do this for the whole fight. He'll never do anything else as long as I stick to this. And you have just enough time to get a full charge up going so you maximize damage while being as safe as possible. So this one's very boring to watch, I know, but again, I'm going with what's the most efficient. So I normally don't do buster only runs, or at least for the bosses. The funny thing is when I try to fight him, actually, with the Triad Thunder, sometimes it gives me trouble. Maybe it's just because I don't place myself right. But I'm kind of impatient when I use the Triad Thunder, so I try to just go up near him and touch him with it, so it just hits him quicker. And that usually just gets me damage. Anyways, enough of my rambling, because we are done. Alright. Real boring fight to watch, I know. But at least we're done. The next time, it'll go quicker when I actually use the Triad Thunder. Well, they're all gonna go quicker. So I think I'll include going into Tunnel Rhino's stage at the end of this video here, just because it's gonna be really quick. I'm literally just gonna zip in and zip out. So we'll just quickly go get our power-ups. Oh, and we're actually gonna get the cutscene too. Whatever. It'll be a little longer than normal. This is one of the other weapons that I really like using. As long as you can hit him with both of those. It's pretty powerful, and then you can, if you're like right in front of the enemy, you can just spam it into them, and it kills them really quick. So it's a pretty good weapon, I think, damage-wise at the very least. Get a little cutscene with Dr. Kane here. Dr. Kane was the one who discovered X. It's all in the story stuff, blah blah blah. Discovered him, I mean, he found his capsule. Blah blah blah. I like how they just have 2 lines and I have to keep clicking. Just tell me already. So Dr. Doppler, he's making a new battle body. Somehow collecting special abilities. I don't know how you collect their abilities. Since he's not going to be able to use it, I wonder who it could be for. Wait, X knows! Sigma! Sigma! Can he still be alive? Yes. After a point, you guys shouldn't be surprised anymore. I like this. It's been pinpointed at point D. Point D's nuts! I just had to throw that in. I always do that. I don't know, it just sounds so stupid. Point D. Doesn't sound fancy. Normally, they usually give like a bunch of gobbledygook letters and numbers and shit. They usually try to I can't even talk anymore. They usually try to sound super fancy. It's time to put an end to Sigma for good. Yeah, that's not happening. Get another password. Oh no, what's happening? It's an earthquake. I'm scared. Hold me. We won't go there though, because we're gonna head into Tunnel Rhino stage, like I said, real quick. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do real quick? Just because I can, Zero gets one last brief cameo, because it really doesn't matter. And as his reward for being patient, he gets to take some rocks to the face. Yeah! Why? Because I can. Because eat shit and die. Okay, not really, I don't want him to die. I want him to be alive for the game. Otherwise I would kill him. Not really. Or would I? Whatever. His cameo is now over. We have to switch back, because we gotta get that heart tank. You can see here, X actually has his armor on the thing. If you had the helmet, I believe you can see it too. Now to get to this, you'd think that maybe something like the acid or the blades would do it, but nope. You have to use Triad Thunder, and you actually have to use the charge up. You have to cause some earthquakes just to make like the ropes explode and all that. I don't know. They really didn't think that through, I don't think. Some of the other weapons would have made more sense for that. Like I said, Triad Thunder is pretty good, it's pretty strong, but you can't like spam multiple of them. You have to wait for the one to finish before you can fire off another. But if you actually can touch enemies with it, it's actually pretty powerful. It can like insta-kill a lot of things. And I actually only recently discovered this. See, like there, it's pretty good. Is when you launch one, if you just keep tapping, you can actually just keep it going and kind of just keep alternating. There's one of two things. Either I'd never discovered that before, or I had completely forgotten about it, because I was actually really surprised by that. I only found that by accident when I was just spamming the button. But anyways, we just gotta get the helmet now. Ah, don't even care. Get out of that Destruction Derby. Get out of my way. Destruction Derby for the PlayStation 1. Whoa, didn't jump. Okay. Break this one down. Wait for the whole stupid animation to finish. And we get the helmet, even though, oops, we don't really need it anymore. Because this is actually really pointless to get this at the end in this sense. It's got a sensor upgrade. This is for finding the power-ups, which is really useless for us because we've already gotten them all. But we have to complete the armor set, so whatever. Blah blah blah. Yeah, you can't tell the exact location. Unless there's some way to actually use like a different sonar that I'm not aware of, but I'm pretty sure. It's not like X2. X2's was really cool, where it actually would show the hint of where like a secret wall is and all that. This is what you normally get whenever you enter a stage at the very beginning. It'll do this. It shows you like a general layout. It'll show beacons to show where special items are. So it gives you a rough idea. But like I said, we don't need it anymore because we now have everything. So let's get out of here. We have 7 lives and we won't even need them. Get another password. And finally, we are here. We are ready to take on Dr. Doppler's fortress, but we're going to do that in the next video. I'm going to cut this one here, so I'll see you guys in the next one.